How we doing, children? It is 11:30. I am streaming in the PM and not at 3 o'clock in the morning. So what the hell is happening? And that also means that my cat has the atomic zoomies right now because she does not understand time either, just like me. All right. So I wanted to come back and do another run with Agatha. Mostly because I like her. She's honestly one of my favorite creations that we have in our group. So or on our Discord channel, whatever you want to say. So I wanted to play her again. I did my review for Baptiste earlier today. Finally turned that in. So that's 2 down. I have been ridiculously slow on this cycle. I think it ends, let me double check. I think it ends on the 28th. Let me double check on that. Make sure I'm not bullshitting. Cycle ends, yeah, 28th. So I still have. I've forgot math for a brief moment. 19 days. 19 days to go through. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 other creations. So as long as I pick up the pace a little bit, I should be fine. We'll see about that because I've honestly been a little burnt out lately. Burnt out of creating and a little bit burnt out of um, playing and streaming. I don't know, just been a little bit of a funk. And yeah, I had a hell of a time finishing Cassie Hack. Um, I was hitting a big time writer's block, writer's wall. Hey, look, it's Betty Ross, by the way, in case you can't see over here. Surprise, Red Harpy. Um, yeah, I've just been in a little bit of a funk. So speaking of which, hey, look, it's Red Harpy. So this will be the first time I play her on stream. Um, Actually, this will be the first time I play her, period. I made her I finished her about 3 or 4 weeks ago. It was, eh, give or take. It was towards the end of cycle 11 for the cast reviews. I made her, I made Voyager, and I made Red She-Hulk all at the same, like within a week of each other. And I think that's kind of what got me on a little bit of a burnout is I just between playtesting so much from last cycle and making 3 characters pretty much simultaneously, I just kind of killed myself a little bit on this. So I'm trying to manage my workload a little bit better. I just finished making Cassie Hack, but I'll have to give her a little bit of alpha playtest before I decide whether or not I want to play her on stream because I don't know how she's going to turn out. So yeah, Betty Ross. Um, she is going to be an interesting play because I cannot actually flip her to alter ego form unless I get a specific card. So we'll see how that goes. She should be able to heal herself pretty decently, but we'll see. She's going to be playing aggression. She should be playing aggression. That's pretty much what Red Harpy is if you've ever read the comics. She is uh, aggression made into a big red bird. And I'm going to play test Agatha as Justice this time. I think the other times I've played her has been aggression. That seems to be where she is at her strongest, honestly. But that's kind of where the weird thing is with Mystic characters is because there's not a lot of support for Mystic right now, other than what we in the community have made. A lot of these spellcasters, like a lot of the Mystic characters, kind of have a lot of flexibility to them. Like even my Amaranth, I made her geared towards Justice, but she could probably play any of them because that's just kind of the way how spells work right now. Um, so I'm going to be playtesting Agatha Justice, Betty Ross, aka the Red Harpy, as aggression. So I'm going to shuffle those up. And I've got one of my usual basic bitches up here. I was actually going to play test against Absorbing Man, but I was like, if I'm going to play Betty Ross, she works best when she has some minions to kill. And Absorbing Man does not start with any in his deck. He gets 5 off of his modular, and I know I can always throw in whatever modulars I want to. It's always recommended. Um, I don't know. I just never really think about doing that. This should be what 12, right? I play this fucking character against this character way too fucking much. But I thought about going against Absorbing Man, but just opted to keep it simple. Also, I'm streaming earlier tonight than usual, so maybe I'll play more than one game. I don't know. I've still got all these to go through, and I'm currently recording this session. So what I might do is after I finish this game, stop my recording, grab whichever character has a precon, which I don't think Wasp does, because I looked at him. Yeah, he doesn't have a precon. Raphael he has two precons. Look at this. I appreciate and I value you for making precons. This is a sync wire, right? Yep, ink wire. Deku has a precon, so thank you again. This is Kaza. And this should be Kaji, right? Does he have a precon? Ooh, he has a precon. He has a protection. Ooh, kinky. Maybe, I don't know. I know I've seen Red Guardian played before, and I'm actually interested in playing him because I think he went with Thunderbolt on this, right? Yeah, which is weird because that's one arc. That is one story arc for Red Guardian. I went through this story arc because I've read every Thunderbolts comic. At least I had read every Thunderbolts comic up to when I made my campaign. So I'm very familiar with the Revolution led. He was Revolution at this time, right? Yeah, he was already Revolution. Bucky Barnes led Thunderbolts. So I'm very familiar with that iteration of Red Guardian, which I think this is mostly focusing on that iteration of Red Guardian. So outside of Wasp, all the rest of them are ready to play. So I don't see any reason why I couldn't do more than one game. I don't know. Maybe I'll roll a die and see which one of them I get. I also do need at some point to get to Spot and White Queen. I know I've played White Queen. I probably played White Queen like 2 or 3 times, honestly. Um, Not even for like cast reviews or anything like that, just from playing with Dipsum. Because I was just getting into playing with the community when Dipsum had made White Queen. So I was around for a lot of the early playtesting stuff. So it's going to be pretty fun to see where she's at now. But yeah, anyways, I have wasted the first 10 minutes of my stream, so let's get these decks shuffled. Let's get these hands drawn. So even though Becky starts in hero form, the setup of player cards resolves after you draw your opening hand. Therefore, she does get a 6-card hand, and then she's forced to flip. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Awesome. Always love drawing Digging Deep. I was surprised White Fox wasn't in my fucking hand. Did I want all this? So I got one of my rages, which is good. I forget, does she have 2 rages in this deck? I think she has 2 rages. I think I have 2 rages in each of the Gamma decks. Because I based it off of Hulk and She-Hulk from base FFG, and they each have 2 copies of each of their rage cards, which is Focused Rage and whatever the fuck Hulk's is called. I've never played Hulk. I don't think I want to play that version of Hulk. White Fox can get the fuck out of this opening hand, by the way. Geiger, you're in the wrong fucking spot. You need to be in my deck. so that I can eat you. Do I keep her though? No, I think I'm gonna discard her. Draw 2 new ones. There we go. Piercing Talons. So if you're not familiar with Red Harpy, essentially what happens is Red She-Hulk, Jennifer, or not call her Jennifer Walters, Betty Ross, she gets shot and killed. So the Incredible Hulk has a storyline where he is depowering all the Gamma superheroes, and he successfully depowers Betty Ross, and then a crazed lunatic sniper guy decides he wants to kill Bruce Banner so badly that he can't tell which person he's shooting at, so he's just like, fuck it, I'm going to shoot anyways, and he ends up killing Betty Ross. However, when you have the Gamma gene on you, you always have the Gamma gene in you, and the Gamma gene means that you revive. And when Red She-Hulk revived, she revived as Red Harpy, which is a character she was back in like the 80s or some shit like that. She was Harpy. Anyways, enough bullshit. Let's play the game. I've talked my own ear off at this point. Just spell my discard pile. So I need to spell my fucking discard pile first. What to do? I think last time I played Agatha, I forgot to get her Agatha along. Please say it's got a name. It does. I shuffled this right. God damn, that's a concentration on my cards. So let's go ahead and just put this into play. Straight off the bat. 13. All right. So I can get Scarlet Witch, but I don't have spells to make her actually work. To wake that powers, I got a Witchcraft. Wake that power is useful. Wake that power is actually very useful. Let's flip. So let me spend 1 on. Stay there, please. Wake that power. So the top 2 cards of my deck. This is one that does the threat removal. Yeah. This is the damage. So just go to the top 2. I have a mental and an energy. So I draw 1 card. And I remove 2 threat from a scheme. Yes, donut silence. I'll fucking love it. I'm going to spend 3. Oh, wait, these are discarded. I'm going to spend 3 on Scarlet Witch, who gets a spell. Actually, I was going to get Wake That Power anyways. It's a spell and attach it to her. This is actually free now, so I'm going to Wake Thy Power again. I've got a basic spell, so I got energy, so I remove 2 threat from a scheme. A wild and a mental, so I get to draw another card. Foolish me. And I get to choose one. Let's remove 2 threat from a scheme. And then when this is discarded, it goes in my hand. I can play my ball thack. I had so much fun making this card. I'm an old dude, but you put the word ball thack in front of me, and I'm like, man, what am I saying with a lisp right now? I can really lay into some threat removal right now, which I think I'm going to do. Witchcraft is an excellent card, but I think I'm going to use it to play Zone of Silence and discard 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was already shitty things to discard. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to spend 2 for the ball to put my ball thack out. Remove 3 threat from a scheme and then discard 2 cards from the top, which I'm going to do. I'm discarding a lot of good cards here. Remove 1 threat from each side scheme for each card discard this way. So I'm just going to end up choosing this anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was a really good opening salvo. Then we're going to Just knock 2 off of this. You can remove threat from here as normal. So yeah. So now I get +1 to all my powers and +3 hit points. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and take her over here. Something out of interaction. So she 1/1/1/3. So she gets +1 to all her stats. It's not even in hero form, so she technically it's +1 to her excuse me, to her recovery as well. And +3 hit points. So she's at 12 max hit points. And just put this over here. This actually has no more purpose anymore, other than to remind me that I've defeated it. All right. I can start laying into this little asshole. 1, 2. Over. Finally, Red Harpy. So Red Harpy is kind of at her best when she can work on some minions. This is going to be the... I don't have her house yet out either. Let's get my rage out. I want to get physique out, but at the same time, talons. Let's get talons out. This wasted essentially 3 resources to piercing talons, which, you know what? Got 4 attack. I think I can take it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit with 4 attack. Do I draw a card? I don't think so, because who's the prize of defense? I'm not going to get much value out of that. I'm going to make another space here. Defeat enemy with a basic attack. Yeah, that's an in-player phase. Draw 3. Please, game. Awesome. I can actually play a physique because I got 2 fucking boost the prey. All right. We got a 5-card hand size. 2. Please, game. 4, 5. All right. 1, 2. Attacks. I should probably get the first player marker out here. Attacks Agatha. Agatha has 12 hit points. Let's just take it. Ooh, rough start. 4 damage. And I discard the top 4. 3 and 4. Well, that is actually awesome. So I'm taking Ebony. Digging Deep goes into my hand. White Fox goes into play. And Soul Separation procs, which will remove 2 threat from a scheme. Awesome. So glad I made those spells. I made a pack that has something like 90, somewhere close to like 90 mystic and spell cards. I needed to do it. There's so little support from FFG for mystics. Attacks Red Harpy, who frankly doesn't give a shit. I can Who's the Praying. But I have no threat to remove, so it'd be a little bit of a waste. Just take it. Undefended attack. It's going to deal damage. So 2 damage. Actually, hold on. I might as well now. God, do I? Let's spend a Who's the Prey to play Who's the Prey to take no damage so I can keep myself ready. Yeah, let's do it. Take no damage. I can't remove any threat, but I don't exhaust. And then encounter and encounter. Hey. Do I flip the alter ego? Yeah, I'm going to flip the alter ego. Search a victory display for Agatha Long and put into play. Remove chaotic forces from the game. What the fuck is chaotic forces? Oh, that's... Oh, fucking hell. That's the fucking obligation. I thought it was her team up with Scarlet Witch. So if I put it back into play, so I put this card on the top card of the encounter deck for each boost. I gotta take 1 direct damage. do I run through the gamut of Agatha along again? I think I'm not gonna have all that threat removal. I think I can afford to put Agatha along that kind of play. So let's remove the one. Remove one from each. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is kind of painful. Let's get this out of the game. I don't want to have to deal with it again. This Masters of Evil. Discard until we get a Masters of Evil and put it into play. Engage the first player. Oh, an annoyance. First player to Red Harpy. Well, this kind of sucks actually. So we're gonna get an enhanced physique out. I do have 4 attack. So let's just smack him for 4 damage. I mean, honestly, that's all there is to that. Real simple turn when you only have 4 cards in your hand. All right, Agatha, what do we got here? We got the Blood Gem. Got 2, 3 for the Runic Magician. So I mean, I do have 2 odd resources available to me. White Fox. Do I White Fox? No. 1. Take 2. For Witchcraft, we're just going to Witchcraft Whirlwind out of here. 3. I literally did just enough to defeat him. Yeah, because it only does based off of boost icons, and I got 1 boost icon. Thought about attacking with White Fox, but I was like, I'm already doing 1 damage. There's no way I can possibly do 1 damage. It almost happened. Oh, I can stun or confuse an enemy. And I had 2 that had no boost icon, so I'm going to stun and confuse Claw. It doesn't have to be that enemy. I'm gonna flip. I am going to. Do I put Ebony out and get the +1 healing right now? I think I might. Play 1 for Ebony, which gives me 4 recovery. I'm gonna heal for 4. And then let's look at the top 2 and add 1 to my hand. Amaranth or ooh. Kind of doesn't matter because I mean I'm about to draw whatever's left. White Fox will attack for 1. Which will remove 2 threat from Masters of Evil, which will defeat her. And that will end Agatha's turn. I was about to take a turn over here. She doesn't have a fucking turn. 5. My cat has some prolonged ass zoomies going on right now. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Attacks, but is stun. Schemes, but is confused. This and this. So she takes any amount of damage. Oh, from an attack. Okay. Villain attacks. 1, 2. So we have a base of 0. Doesn't take it. I'm gonna take it. Start feasting. 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Speaking of which, I should put this out. Hello. So he's up to 27 health. Alright. First player moves. Draw 2 and discard 1. Soul Separation, you're not supposed to be in my fucking hand. Zolivo. Starting to get all my friendly custom shit out now. Let's get the Witch's Road out. For a mystical alter ego changes into hero form, exhaust this. Reduces the cost of the next spell they play this turn by 1. This is a spell. This isn't just a damn title. I need. Let's flip. Witch's Road. Oh wait, actually before I flip, Ebony to search top 2 and draw 1. Look, it's Amaranth again. All my custom allies are on the bottom of the deck. Hey, look, there's my damn Thort. That's what this does, right? Like it's top 2 of your deck. Add one of those to your hand. Yep. Doesn't say anything about shuffling, but I believe whenever you search any amount of cards in your deck, you are supposed to shuffle no matter what. All right, Witch's Road. I flipped. Reduce cost of the next spell I play by 1. And 2 for the mirror image. So now if I get defeated, I just say no. All right. Well, I have the resources. Sorcerer's Supreme. Nope, not where I meant to put that. That was actually me messing that one up. White Fox will remove 1 threat from the Moe. I'll remove 2 threat from the Moe, which is Masters of Evil. Say Moe because when I was making my Thunderbolts campaign, I had Masters of Evil stuff, and I labeled my files with MOE for Masters of Evil, so Moe. Or Mo, if you want to be technical, but it's a biggie. Red Harpy. I can burn through this deck pretty fucking quickly. Let's spend 3. Actually, hold on. This is supposed to have counters on it. 1, 2, 3 for athletic conditioning. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's feast. Let's consume. Let's discard until I get a gamma. Hulk. So I heal equal to that ally's hit points. And Hulk goes into my hand because that is his thing. All right. Unfortunately, I can't afford him. So I'm going to attack for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to exhaust this and take 1 damage to draw a card. And cannons. That's not awful. I'm going to. God, it's tempting to get him in here. It's so tempting to get him out right now. Do I get him out in lieu of my readying up for 4 more damage? I think I do. You, all 3 of you, are fired. Let's get Hulk out. So what he does is when he is discarded from the top of my deck, I get him in my hand. And whenever I resolve consume, I heal him by 1. He's going to attack for 3. And that will end her turn. I need her safe house so I can flip her down at some point in this game. If anything, just for the damn hand size. So 1, 2, 3. I don't have her thing out right now for decking out, do I? Nope. I do not. One more. Oh, 2 more, excuse me. Because I am Sorcerer Supreme. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attacks Agatha. Do I take this? do I take this so I can remove threat from this and do my ability? I think I take this. So this is just 2 damage. And then 2 things happen. I remove 2 threat from this. And I discard the top 2 and add any card to my hand. I could do this. It's not a bad card to put on the to put out there, but I have a lot of cards in my hand I want to play, so I don't think Guardia's Grip is going to get played. And attacks Red Harpy, who, frankly, my dear, does not give a shit. 3 damage. What does she care? 1, 2, 3. Encounter, encounter. I have to either spend one of everything or exhaust my identity. Well, that's some shit. An exhauster. Oh, each character, yeah. Exhauster. Actually, I can't actually exhaust each character I control. Because one of my characters is exhausted. I have to do the first one if I can. Can I do the first one if I can? Yes, I can. We're on to... As with a fist and energy. Do I keep Soul Harvest or do I keep it? Fucking hell. I don't think Amaranth's ability is going to happen. And then a Weapons Runner, which surges. So hey, target rich environment, Red Harpy. I love that card. What we got here? Villain attacks. Taking it. I am Red Harpy with 14 hit points. I am unfazed for no damage. And he gets a tough status card. Well, that doesn't... I mean, Red Harpy doesn't give a shit. She's got piercing because of the claws. Alright. 1, 2 for Hulket. I'm gonna attach energy to her so she has 3 damage or 3 attack. I will attack the villain. I do have the ability to draw a card. Let me draw a card. Can't play it. It's a good card. It is a good card. So I can actually have... Let me consume. I think I have at least one more Gamma in here. Good news is I'm going to go ahead and draw my safe house next time I cycle through. Do I not? Oh my god, my last card. I heal 1, which means Hulk heals 1. I get an encounter card, because of course I do. I will attack for 4 on the villain. Is that piercing? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this is exhausted. Do I actually? This is for my draw, so I've already committed to that. I've attacked for 4 on the villain. I'll attack for 3 onto the villain. Hulk will attack for 3 onto the villain. Anything else? Anything else? Oh! I'm attacking for 5. Alright, Agatha. You had a rough go of last villain phase. 1, 2. Bolts Ball Attack is a good card to have in my fucking hand. Discard Jennifer Kale. Ooh, Jennifer Kale is actually a good card to have in my hand for a spell deck. What do we do here? I've got decisions to make here. One. This feels like overkill shit though if I use this on Weapons Runner. I'll be back at full health. I'll have killed him. And I won't get a stunner confused because he'll be dead. So I've already that's 1, 2 for the bolts of ball effect. This goes in my hand. So discard the 2, so I remove 3 threat from a scheme and then 2 from each side scheme. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. If I witchcraft that guy, I defeat him. I could stun and confuse based off of that. Or I could keep this dude out. If I defeat him, I heal 2. If I overkill the shit out of him with Soul Harvest, I heal 4. Let's overkill the hell out of him. So Suppressing Fire goes off. I heal 3, 4. Defeat him. Discard the top, kind of doesn't matter. Wow, I've double fisted him. Freezing. Ends turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm assuming the Suppressing Fire means that the person who defeats him is considered the you. Right? It's actually a good point. Let me look real quick, because it's either healing Agatha and I keep her face up, or it's healing. Let me look real quick. Who is you in this case? So yeah, the player resolving that card. The player resolving that card would be, in this case, Agatha Harkness. That's what it looks like. I could be wrong, but that seems what it is. Yeah, I have a chump blocker who also has 3 attack, so I'm probably not a chump blocker. I've drawn. Nope. I've drawn her hand. 3 more here. Delphi. Good news is when I run through my deck again, at least I'm not going to only heal 1. 1, 2, 3. I never flipped this. Oh my god, and I never did the setup. I never did the win revealed for this. I have played against Claw so many times. How did I not do this properly? Fuck it. I'm cheating. I'm not doing it. At this point, it's not even fucking worth it. Attacks She-Hulk. Or, excuse me, Red Harpy. Who does not care. She just does not care. For 1 damage. And, oh man, she has to discard a random card. It's going to be something good. It's going to be Feast of fucking Flesh, of course it is. Immediately defeat an ally or minion and then tax Agatha. I think I'm going to take this. I'm just going to take it. That is a rough one to take. And exhauster. God damn it. 1, 2, 3. It removes 3 threat. And discards top 3. And I get any of these cards added to my hand. It's going to be Scarlet Witch. All right, encounter cards. I'm playing 2 characters that really enjoy running through their deck. One Schemes for 3. There's no Masters of Evil, so we search the encounter deck and discard power for a Masters of Evil. Melter! Where you at, bud? Opens runner surges. We got a target rich environment. This guy gets guard and toughness because he's an asshole. Take first player. So I do have a jump blocker. 1, 2. What do I discard? Soul Separation for being an asshole. It kind of doesn't matter. Am I going to play Zoe? I think I will. Well, maybe. I don't know. Undecided. Undecided. Let's wake that power. So we just heard the top 2. Well, digging deep will go in my hand after this. So I got an energy and a wild. So let's remove 4 threat from a scheme. I take this into my hand. I deal with lag, and that goes away. I will spend 1, 2, 3 on Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch will get me that same exact card back. It's -1, right? Yep. Look at this. We're going to do this. 2 energies. So remove 2 threat twice. And then a fist, which deals 2 damage. So remove 2 threats. Remove 2 threats. I get my Agatha all along back. So I get 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. +1 to everything. +1 to that. Also, this now marks both times for this deck that I have discarded my Regained Youth. That's killer. That is awesome. I love every second of that news. And spend both of these. Do I use Blood Gem and keep Zone of Silence in my hand? I'm thinking I do. Damage. And then let's get rid of Zoe, because Zone of Silence is great. To Witchcraft. I'm going to Witchcraft onto the Melting Man. So 1 damage. 2. So he takes 2 damage, and then I can stun and confuse an enemy. It's not him, right? An enemy. So we're going to stun multiple enemies, but it's going to be a stun and confuse on Claw. Because that is the second time that I have pulled a whopping 2 damage off that attack, off that spell. Scarlet Witch will remove 2 threat from this, which will knock him out. And that is what, 28 hit points now, right? Yep. 36 hit points. 36, and he gets more clawback. So 46. One damage onto her. White Fox. Do I need White Fox jump block? I actually no. We're gonna have White Fox knock the tough off this guy. No real reason, just in case he's still around. I have this. Okay. We are over here with my redonkulously small hand. Hulkets will attack and defeat Melter. Hulk will smash. Hold on, wait. Let me heal him first. So let me consume. I have a feeling I'm going to see my house go by again. Or Jackie McGee. Oh wait, that's the Hulk. I heal 4. And I heal Hulk. Hulk will attack and defeat this armored guard. Zos, take 1 damage, draw a card. It's not a bad card to have. I do also still technically have Aerial. So that's also not bad. Let me spend 2 to combat training. So I'm now at the 6 attack. I should mark this down. So we have a 4032. And now I have 1 from this. 1, 1. So I'm going to hurt something. I'm going to attack for 6. On to the weapons room. Stay. I don't give a shit about him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I want to flip her down? I mean, everybody is confused. Let's flip her down. And spend this. After I attack, I'm going to pitch back. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Red Harpy's feeling good, actually, for somebody who I don't have my fucking house yet. Suppressing fire. Good, good, good. Good. 2, 3. Counter. 1, 2. Alright, so we are on to the next phase here. Start until we get a minion and engage with the first player. I literally just saw Tiger Shark. What the hell happened to him? And then, yeah, this is completed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I do have to go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Right. So I resolve that. He tries to scheme, but is confused. And one from the weapons runner and one from Tiger Shark. He tries to attack, but is stunned. And encounter card and encounter card. Surge. This poor woman. First player. All right. Here I am with resources and nothing to spend it on. Do I consume? I consume. No, I'm going to discard our house now. Don't have a... Oh, this goes in my hand. Brawn, 5 hit points. Kind of doesn't matter. That's a bit overkill. I will use this, take 1 damage, and draw a card. So our house is still in here. Let's suppressing fire. Did I really only put 1 fierce rage in here? I think there's got to be 2. I probably just discarded each time. Let's put that on there. I'm going to spend 1 on shred to shred the weapons runner. So defeated. And then I'm going to take 1 damage to return this card to my hand because it defeated an enemy. This attack already has piercing, so it doesn't benefit from this. I will then... I want to keep Hulk around for a little bit longer. We'll attack for 6 onto Whirlwind, which will proc this and heal me by 2. So I don't have a thwart. Hulk is going to chill. I can shred again. Yeah, let's shred. Let's shred the villain for 3. Let's shred him, this guy right here. I won't get it back, but it'll help her kill it. All right, Agatha. I'm going to heal for 5. I'm going to flip, which is Road Happens. Reduce the cost of the next spell I play by 1. Shuffle 2 cards from Identity into deck. I forgot to do that last time, but oh well. All right, so my next spell costs 1 less resource to play. Do I harvest? No, because harvest isn't going to get everything. 1 less. 1 less. So this for Witchcraft onto Tiger Shark. So 1, 2, 3 damage. So that does defeat Tiger Shark. And I can stun and confuse enemies. So guess who's stunned and confused again? Don't have actual threat removal. I can remove... oh, I do actually. What am I talking about? I have Zone of Silence. Let's spend for Zone of Silence for 4. 4. And I just lost Cat. 3 times I've lost Regained Youth. So 4 off of or Clow. Scarlet Witch will remove the last threat from Roclo. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 26. Oh. I can either Soul Harvest and lose out on the healing, and the Stun and Confuse. So I might as well just Space Expel for 3 damage. Yeah, let's just Space Expel for 3. And that ends turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Get that blood gem back. I keep drawing soul separations. I've only burned one of them so far. 2. Fucking. So that means I don't have. I think Brawn's already in my discard pile, right? Yeah. I don't think I have any more allies in my deck to kill for my ability. So I do have Geiger, who would gain Hulk's ability. So she would be able to heal every time I use Consume. And yeah, that's it. It's interesting. All right. 1, 2. The stun happens onto Red Harpy and attacks with a base of 1 onto Agatha, who's just going to take it to get her ability to happen. For 4 damage. That's 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She discards the top 5 and gets a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she gets 3 cards. Jennifer Kale is extremely good, but I think getting this is better. Actually, is it? Do I want Jennifer Kale because she will feast in a spell deck? I might need to give her some ability to thwart. Did I put the 2-3 threat on here? I don't think I did. Attacks Red Harpy. Oh no, that was the attack. Well, this is about to happen anyway. So encounter card, then that, and then encounter card, and an encounter card. We discard until we get a Masters of Evil. Why can't that armored guard be Masters of Evil? He looks like he's mastering his evil. Claw attacks. If this deals damage, it's going to deal damage. So I'm just going to take it. This is limit once per phase. So, I need to start removing threats. So I'm just going to take. Oh wait, yeah, I'm just going to take this. So 1 damage. It's also a ally, so that it whiffs. Give the villain a tough status. That's actually not bad. But it did do a damage. So 1 there. And here. So she's got a hand that she plans on using. 1, 2. Well, let's get this out first. 2. I'll use this. No, I won't use that because I'm already pretty fucked up. 3 to get heroic conditioning. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Draw 2, discard 1. What a draw. What an amazing draw. Get the fuck out of here, White Fox. So the Bolts of Ball Thack. I have to laugh every time. 1, 2. I have to do the Ball Thack. So let's remove 3 threats and discard the top 2. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. I don't get any of these cards. Soul Harvest would be. Soul Harvest is always good, but let's take the 2 damage. And Wake Thine Power. So I got a wild and a mental. So I get to draw a card. And then I'm going to remove 2 threat from the scheme. Thought about drawing 2 cards, but knowing my luck, this was going to be something important to me. 3 threat removal, So he's confused, so he's going to be at 12. Let's flip. Let's take the chance. Let's flip. I need to get a turn to kind of set her back up a little bit again. Even though she's not going to be defeated. So, I mean, whatever. Over here, spend 3 on Geiger, who now has the consumability. I shall consume. I don't think I have anything available to me. My fucking safe house. Nope. So she's copying. Oh, but I did resolve it. So she's copying. Actually, before then, I resolve it. Let's have her attack Whirlwind. No, actually, I can defeat Whirlwind with a single. Let's have her attack Thornguard. And then she heals because she's copying Hulk's ability. Hulk will smash this guy. I will attack for 6 onto this. I will take 1 damage to draw a card. Actually, it's probably better than best. I didn't have that before. I'll knock the tough off. And they'll end turn. 2 was kind of hoping to see my. Actually, it doesn't fucking matter if I don't ever see my house. She's designed to never need to flip down. 2, 3, 4. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Schemes, but is confused. Attacks. Red Harpy doesn't give 2 shits. That's rude. That's fucking rude. I should have known that was coming because he's got a lot of that in his deck. 3, encounter, and encounter are tough. This is discard search. Let's search. Where's Melter? Bring his goofy ass back out here. Tell you where he's not. In the deck. Melter. Never got he was discarded. Ooh, he got one of these finally. That's his retaliate, right? Oh, it's the stun one. Guess who's not going to help this one? Actually, she can. She can literally do it. I think I might, because I really can't use any of this. So let's just get rid of it. I'm gonna exhaust, take 1 damage, draw a card. I can play that. So let's fucking do it. LFG. Let's fucking go. Let's consume. One. You know what? I still got the ability. Let's attack with Geiger first. Knock the tough off of that. That way she heals. So Hulk and Hulk was already at 4. If I attack with Hulk, he's defeated. White Fox will smack Melter for 1. Hulk will just chill. Over here, what do we have? Wait, she can do flat out 5. Let's do none to him and 1 to him. And then let's, not this, this and this to soul harvest onto, oh wait, I'm in alter ego form. Hold on. I'm going to heal for 5. I'm going to flip. Because I don't have anything that's attached to my alter ego. We'll do this now. Nope. Get off the deck. 5 damage onto Melter. Heal 2. And we do this, but it doesn't fucking matter. Alright. I got Witchcraft available to me. Let's take 2. Nope. Like that power. 1, 2. Got 2 mentals, which is draw 2 cards. Oh, let me get my deck now. Oh, no, I have something from a fucking alter ego. Alright, let me Zoe. And Witchcraft. I'm going to Witchcraft onto the Armored Guard. It is, oh, the top 3 the encounter deck. Why is it doing mine? So 1, 2, 3, 4 damage, so it's dead. It's dead as hell. And I get to stun or confuse an enemy. Let me stun. He's about to threat out. Because he's going to be placing 4. And I do not have threat removal, so Zoe LeBeau will remove 1 threat. I am that close to fucking losing? Man, oh man. Man, oh man. I did not want to draw Braun. I wanted Braun to stay in my deck forever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. White Fox, you're a bitch for being in my hand. 2 Digging Deeps. This is 4 cards that want to discard from my deck to activate. And they're all in my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attacks, but it's stunned onto Red Harpy. And then attacks Agatha, who is just going to take it. 4. No damage. Oh, 1 damage. And it's exhausted me. God damn it. I get to use my ability. Actually, that's really beneficial. I get attacked for 1. Nope. I don't know why I'm doing that. This, if any of these are scheme or advance, I mean, I'm in hero, so I take 2 and heal 2 from Claw. I've hit a little bit of a standstill. I knew this was coming up too. Discard until we get an ally, remove that card, and torn from the game. So good news is it's not Hulk. Oh wait. And Red She-Hulk is gone. Torn is gone. Because I can't do the other option because that'll end the game. Next one. That ends the game anyways. Oh. All right. Yeah, that's a good spot to end that. That's a shame because I had, a nice 7-card hand size. All right, let me go ahead and give my review on Agatha Harkness. I think I've summed her up pretty well before. Um, she is one of my favorite custom creations. I do have a little bit of a bias towards mystics. I've made a couple of myself because I made Satana and I made Amaranth. Um, I've been thinking about making more, though I honestly don't know who I'd make. I'd really have to kind of dig a little deep into that. Because frankly, there's not, like, I thought about making Jennifer Kale. She's not in a lot of issues. She really is not. And I had a lot of problems when I made Satana, because even though Satana is in a lot of comic issues, she is kind of spread out in her appearances. And that's kind of the issue that I'd know I'd have if I made somebody like Jennifer Kale. Um, People kind of hold it against you when you have characters that are like images for character cards that are from different runs of the comic. And that would be extremely unavoidable with Jennifer Kale. It was unavoidable with Satana. Even though Satana does have a good run with the Thunderbolts to draw from, I'll be completely honest, her new character model is one of my favorite character models. Or I call it character model like it's a fucking video game. Her new like design is one of my favorites. Um Anyways, let's look at the cards, right? So I actually really like her hero ability. It served as the basis for what became my Amaranth. So I appreciate it. I like it. Um, I don't give a shit about her alter ego ability. Um, I like this time I remembered to do her Agatha all along thing, right? So I like that. What I don't like is the Ghost Agatha thing. Um, this is probably the only thing in this deck that I actually do not like at all. So I appreciate the effort to keep the player in the game. Actually, you're not even keeping the player in the game. The player can walk away because this is first player controlling Ghost Agatha. There's weird interactions in this, right? Because according to your card, it's if you're defeated from your alter ego form, because this doesn't carry over to your hero form, right? Then the insert says from any form. So the insert is trying to fix the errata on this, right? But an insert shouldn't be fixing that. If this were FFG, this would be considered like an actual errata because they can't go back and fix their cards once they're printed. We can. And I feel like this should be just flat out fucking removed. Put text on here or something like that that says, when Agatha Harkness is defeated, first player gains control of this card, and then the first player gets this, right? Then you really wouldn't fucking need this anymore. But yeah, this is kind of like an awkward thing right now. That's really the only thing in her deck. I just don't like it, and it's a shame. Um, I also feel I would have honestly I would like this a little bit more if it was giving the Agatha player the ability to do this, right, to help her teammates out. It reminds me a little bit of Sentinels of the Multiverse. If you've ever played that game, I love Sentinels of the Multiverse. But in that one, when a character is defeated, the player's still playing the game, and they have like a limited set of abilities they can do to help out teammates. They're just not able to actually fight the villain anymore. They just help out their teammates. Um, but yeah, that's not good. Something on this needs to be fixed. Um, Two her actual cards. Scarlet Witch, I like Scarlet Witch. She's not overpowered or anything like that. She's a good version of the Scarlet Witch. Um, I think you could get away with giving her an additional hit point. Um, but I mean, she's fine as she is. Actually, by keeping her with 2 hit points, it does make it so that you want to recycle her as quickly as possible so that she can get her back into the deck and then use her ability again. So actually, I do kind of understand 2 hit points. I'd probably do 3 hit points, but I understand 2 hit points. Her upgrades. This is an awesome card. This is the card in my opinion. Outside of her Agatha Long, which is also a necessary card. But you gotta get helped with Agatha Long because it starts giving fucking play. But the Runic Magician is such a good card. Absolutely vital in her deck. I could see it being 2 cost, but 3 is fine. Other upgrades, Mirror Image. Yeah, it's a perfectly fine card. I wouldn't say it's like one of her stronger ones. I mean, I think the not being able to be defeated thing is extremely strong. Plus it gives you 1 thwart. So yeah, actually, I'll put this in the strong thing. I'm not one of those people that even when I have a lifeline like this, I tend to not want to waste it anyways, because I do value, even though I barely ever thwarted with her, just the way how she worked. I don't think she works as a justice character, by the way. She really seems to have her roots in aggression, and for the love of God, somebody else handle justice for her. But anyways, this is a good card. It's just a good card. Other upgrade. I didn't get a chance to get this out this entire game. This is an amazing card. She burns through her deck, pretty consistently. She outpaced Red Harpy, who can just flat out get rid of her cards like it's nothing. She wouldn't be able to outpace Amaranth as I have Amaranth right now. I'm thinking about making changes to Amaranth. I'm unsure. This is one of the really good cards, if anything, for the 4 hit points. No other upgrades. Supports. Again, I've brought up Witch's Road before, how it's weird that this is her part of her set. It should really just be a Mystic card, but at the same time, FFG does it. You can do it too. It's a fine card. I wouldn't. It's not strong or anything like that. It just does what it does. Ebony's fine. +1 rec. The draw. It's fine. Occult Knowledge. Actually really like Occult Knowledge. I almost wish there was another one in here. However, if you had another one in there, you would really risk just your hand being nothing but resources, because this deck needs to build itself around discarding from the top of your deck. So it's going to run Digging Deep, and it's going to run White Fox anyways. You don't need 2 of these when you're going to already be getting Digging Deeps in your hand. Her actual spells, Soul Harvest is incredible. I really like Soul Harvest. It's essentially a 3 for a 7 health turnaround and a Stunner Confuse. I really like it. Witchcraft, I'm a little bit less on. There's a reason, right? For starters, I'm not a big fan of gambling, but the gambling in this is mitigated because no matter what happens, you get something, right? So it's 2 cost for either 1 damage and 3 status effects, for 2 damage and 2 status effects, for I did a 4 damage and a status effect earlier. It can run really strong. It's actually, I think it is really strong card. Not even for the damage, just for the massive amounts of the fact that you don't have to choose the same enemy you're hitting with it as your as your target for your stuns and confuses. This makes it. Is there 3 copies of this? Oh my god, there are. This makes it an extremely strong card. Um, Actually, I was kind of using this as like my favorite cards, but this is kind of like a strong card one, which I actually would not put that as a strong card then. This is pretty damn strong card. Wake Thy Power. I like Wake Thy Power. It's giving you something no matter what. Um, and if you get a lovely resource like Occult Knowledge or the Strength, all those, you activate it more than once because it's for each icon. So it's a really good card. It could probably be 2 costs, but at the same time, I don't care. I like it where it is, honestly. Um, so yeah, she's one of my favorite characters in the community. Ripper, you've made an awesome character here. I don't know how this didn't get past the first time. Shame. Again, I might have some bias towards mystics. Red Harpy, how did she play? I think she played pretty well. There's part of me that wants to give her more ability to get her own cards on the discard. Hulk is good. The problem that she has is she is pigeonholed into aggression, which she should be. If you've read the comics, this is a character that is pure aggression. She likes. I've never got to see Jackie McGee. This is like the second time first and a half time I've play tested her, and Jackie McGee has been discarded every single time. Face of Flash. I haven't had a chance to play that. Her only issue is that she burns through her deck at such a high rate that playing her cards is very hard to do. She has a 4-card hand size, which she should have because she has 15 hit points. There's my other, so I knew I had 2 Fierce Rages in here. Soaring Attack, who's Prey, Shred, which I think is the only 3 copy. So, vital for her, she wants to get Hulk out, and she's going to get Hulk out. Because once she consumes, she's going to eventually try and consume Hulk, and Hulk will enter her hand. If you're unfamiliar with the comics, like the first act she does when she comes across Hulk is rip his heart out. She does it because the enemy that Hulk is fighting has stopped him from being able to heal himself. So she just kills him so that the what's it called? The Green Door, or whatever the hell they call it. So that he just revives because he's a gamma mutate. And then she heats his heart for some fucking reason, I guess just to kill him faster. So yeah, Hulk. I think this Hulk is actually extremely appropriate. Fierce Rage is good. It gives her, if you get both of them, it gives her an ability to actually be able to thwart an emergency if you need to. She's probably never going to. She is a character that should probably be running the one aggression card that removes threat. Piercing Talons are, for her cards, they don't do too much because Shred already has piercing. Soaring Attack stuns, but you can make it pierce as well. So I mean, why not? But the one attack and giving her piercing is very valuable. Her safe house is it's kind of a must. If you weren't playing her with any of my custom cards, then this is the most vital card in her deck. It's either that or cycle through your deck continuously trying to get She-Hulk, Hulk, and Brawn, because those are the only three aggression gamma cards that there are. So this is kind of vital for her. It also gives her the ability to not get extra encounter cards, which I might change that. I think I do need to change that. What the hell? When you would be dealt an encounter card curing the player during, it should say during the player phase. Yeah, I need to change that. That second ability is, she's got so much health that there's rarely going to be a time where she doesn't give a shit about getting another encounter card. So I could probably change that ability. Who's Prey? Its whole purpose is to remove threat. And I had both of them in the beginning of the game, and I had to spend one, and I never got them again. Because again, she doesn't give a shit about getting hurt. She doesn't heal herself. She's got a high health pool. Jackie McGee, did get a chance to play her. This is a very good card for her, but I just never get it. Never get Feast of Flesh. I should have another Feast of Flesh. I have two of these fucking cards. I don't care. Shred, three damage, piercing, defeats an enemy. You can return it to your hand. Damn good card. Soaring attack. I've never got a chance to play that. 5 damage was if they don't have aerial, then it stuns them. So yeah, she is aggression geared. She kind of needs to be aggression. Yeah, she's working fine. She does not work with. I don't think I'll like her with justice. I think she should be aggression as well. Anyways, I'm gonna play another game. When I do my review, I'm going to be passing Agatha. I've actually passed both decks I played. I enjoyed the new Predator changes. I understood Baptiste better this time. I gave him a pass, even though I don't like the character. Agatha, she's one of my favorites, so I'm definitely gonna be giving her a pass. I don't think I voted for her last time because I don't think I voted last time she was up. Who do I play next? Well, Red Guardian has a precon, Deku has a precon, Raphael has a precon, Wasp does not. Though there's probably one laying around somewhere. I don't know. All right. Well, with that being said, I'm going to end the recording there. So if you're watching this on YouTube, have a good morning / night / day, wherever it may be. Take care of yourself out there because the world is a dangerous place. If you want to check out more custom content like Agatha Harkness by Ripper or my Red Harpy or any other amazing content, you can come to our Discord channel. I have a link in the description. You can check out more of my streams at twitch.tv/theactualjackson. So, with that being said, ciao.